It's 935 KDAY Hip Hop back in the day. It's your girl Cece. This is the afternoon ride. I'm so excited because you guys already know I'm all about women empowerment. But Latinas, man, it just hits different. And right now, I'm so excited. I got Reverie.
Hey.
I've got Jenny69 and Krystall Poppin in the building. Yes! First of all, I love the fact that we just have Latinas here right now. This is so beautiful, right? This is giving me like this brown girl energy, and I love it. Let's talk about how three of you, because you guys are three individual artists, but you guys teamed up for this project. How did that work out?
So basically what happened was Jenny69 over here, the queen, she hit me and Reverie up in the DMs. And she was like, you know what? We need to do a song together, guys. And she said, you guys inspire me. I love what you guys are doing. I see what you guys are doing on your own. But I would love to get on a song with you guys, and we should make a song. And it needs to be a banger.
Jenny, like one day you were just like, yo, like was it on the gram that you seen him, or you already knew that you wanted to work with these two?
Honestly, I've been following Reverie for such a long time, and like I've always admired your hustle, and I just love to support Mexican artists because it's hard out here, y'all.
Yes.
And then I met KP after that, and for some reason, I don't know, all three of us just came to mind, and I was like, I think it would be so amazing to do a song together, and we're here today, and we're killing it.
And Rev, was it like an immediate yes, like off the dome?
Off the dome. I mean, I've been following them for years as well. You know, they inspire me. They're amazing, and I think it's a really dope thing that we all came together. Like, so for me, like put it like this: if I'm following somebody, that means I'm cool with them. You know?
Right.
So automatically, like, yeah, of course.
Now let's talk about the new single. Shout out to Back Into It, okay?
Hey.
I was like, hey, I saw that video. I was like, damn,
Yes,
y'all was really putting some back into it, okay?
It's dope.
But it features a sample from Ice Cube.
Yes,
And
Shout
can
out
you
Ice
guys like
Cube.
tell me the decision to use this sample? Like who made that decision?
we went back and forth with a few beats, and you know, we just kept sifting until the right one hit. And I don't know about you guys, but when I heard the Ice Cube sample, I was like, that's it. Like, I love Ice Cube. I've listened to Ice Cube since I was a baby, you know, and he's a big inspiration. And, you know, West Coast. And
Yes.
So, and also that song, that specific song of his, obviously it's a super turn up ratchet song. So
I
when
love
I
it.
heard it, I was like, you know what? Let's do that. Like,
How did you ensure that your use of the Ice Cube sample like paid homage while still making Back Into It your own?
When I went in there with the hook, I was like, I definitely wanted to flip what he had going on already, but I definitely wanted to include and let everyone know that these are Latinas flipping it. You know what I mean? So I definitely still took the essence of what he already had done, but I was like, what can I do to make sure everyone knows that these are three powerful Latinas? And I was like, literally Back Into It is, you can do it is si se puede. And
Yes.
I was like,
Love that.
Si se puede is a very strong saying in our culture.
Absolutely.
I'm putting that in the hook.
Now, let me ask you, Jenny, this is for you. Like, what do you hope young women, especially those from the Chicano backgrounds we were just talking about, that take away from your journey as an artist and from listening Back Into It? Like, what do you hope?
I hope that it inspires young girls out there to pursue a career and to not let any man hold them back.
Yes.
Anybody. It doesn't have to be a man. Me coming for the men. No, but it's just, I really hope that they can ignore everybody and just follow their passion, you know, work on projects with their hearts and just focus on, you know, working on their craft and starting a career for themselves.
Now, has Ice Cube heard this?
Yes.
And what's his take?
he
Yay, yay.
he reposted it on his Instagram stories twice. I'm not sure if he runs his account or not, but I'm assuming that, I mean, I hope somebody has showed him the song by now.
Right, exactly. Just the fact that he's on it, I think he also sees his account.
He needs to hop on the remix.
That
That's what we're waiting for.
Fire.
Ice Cube tapping.
Come on,
Can we put a plea right now for Ice Cube?
are waiting.
Let's love you. You know what I'm saying? We all love you.
Yes, we love Ice Cube.
He is so dope. He's always been one of my favorites.
Now,
Since I was a
you
kid.
guys, as three Latinas in hip hop, and this is hip hop's 50th birthday, KDAY's 40th.
Oh
But
my God.
how do you feel as far as like Latinas in hip hop? Do you think that there is room for us after all? It's been very hard. You know, I can say that personally as, you know, a Mexican girl doing hip hop radio. You know, it has been a journey of my own. But now that you guys, you know, are coming in and you're doing your song and it crosses over, like, do you just feel that the doors are opening up for Latinas?
Definitely.
We're forcing them open.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
We're here. Open the door. I'm like, hello. No, but I just feel like it's hard for Mexicans in general, Mexican men rappers, and also just Mexican women rappers to make it in the industry. So whether we make it big or not, to me, this is such a moment in history, and I'm proud to be here.
Yeah.
Right.
Two strong, independent women, and we're just out here on our grind, you know? Like, our parents came here to the States for a reason, so we're just here, you know, doing what makes us happy and, you know, trying to make it to the top.
Putting on for the culture.
Putting on too. Love that.
And what has been the response, when, you know, with your fans, you know, especially young, aspiring Latinas that are trying to get into this business?
It's mostly positive. I will say there are a group of people that need to get with it. They need to recognize what's happening. They need to recognize that this is rare. 3 Latina rappers, artists coming together for the culture. We did this for the culture. And I think that the more that you guys get behind us and support us, the farther we can go together.
Definitely.
Yeah,
The people, if you guys are listening, stream your favorite artists, support your Latina artists, Mexicanas just in general. Because we're out here, we're making music, we're grinding, but we need the viewers, the listeners to listen to our music. Stream it. You know, if you post yourselves, like, you know, vibing to your song on Instagram, like, we'll repost that. You know, it just, let's show love. Let's learn to love and support. I think that's the main important thing for us to be able to grow. Not just us 3, but raza as a whole.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I heard somebody say on Instagram that if you are a black or brown director, know that when you got that movie out, that person went through hell because black and brown, and it's hard. And I think the same thing goes with music as well.
Absolutely.
So what do you got? What new projects are you working on, Rev? Because I just know you just got off of a tour. She just landed right now in the airport, guys. I'm letting everybody know I'm speaking to my camera. But what else you got lined up? I'm always seeing you everywhere. When Smooth called me, I was like, are you sure she's going to make it? I follow you all the time. I'm like, she's in Europe right now.
Yeah, I just got back. I did another tour out there. It was my 19th tour out there in almost 10 years. And I was in Bulgaria, the Netherlands, France, and Switzerland for shows. And then I took a vacation in Rome for my first time. It was a personal adventure.
What?
It was amazing. It was breathtaking.
How was it? Are they receptive over there?
Oh yeah, they love me out there in Europe. Like, I'm pretty set out there. Like, I'm not like, you know, Beyonce, but I have my
Bitch,
thing
you are
going.
Beyonce.
There you go. Yes. Come on.
I've been out there 19 times now, so I'm pretty sure they like me.
Jenny, I know you guys, you know, are working on this single. You guys have gotten it everywhere, but what's in store for Jenny69?
Honestly, I feel like right now I'm just working on passion projects. I just launched a new song called La Tanga.
What?
Stream it, y'all gotta stream it, and you know, just taking it a day at a time, because you know I'm a mom. So, like, doing, like, music and stuff like this on the side, it's like I'm only a part-time artist.
How do you balance all that?
It's extremely hard because, like, my son, he has autism. So it's a lot more work. So
a lot more hands-on.
A lot.
Oh, my goodness. Well, kudos to you, because just being a mom in general is tough, you know?
Yeah, it's hard.
And Krystall Poppin, what's going on with you, like your next future projects?
Okay, so
you know, by the way, you have an amazing personality. I just have to say yes.
Oh my God, thank you. I'm just really happy to be here. I never thought this was gonna happen, so I'm really taking in this moment. Thank you so much, especially being from El Paso, Texas, a little city that's coming up, but on its way. I have a song coming with the legendary Baby Bash very soon.
Get out of here! Shout out to Baby Bash, man. He's the homie. He is so damn cool. I love him.
He is so cool. You know what I mean? It's always good vibes when we're around each other and stuff. And I was just, it was a mission of mine to get him on one of my songs. So that's finally happening. I'm hoping to drop it on 9/15, because we're from the 915. So it's
that'll be good. Yes.
I want to drop it on 9/15. So that's like my most nearest thing. But other than that, I'm working on a song with Paul Wall. I got an album coming up. So, you know what I mean?
You know what's so crazy is I interviewed Paul Wall, and I'm getting married next year, right? So
Oh,
he's been with his
congratulations, Queen!
He's been with his queen forever, and I was like, "Can you give me some marriage advice?" I have to say, out of everybody, he gave me the best advice.
What did he say, girl? Because I need
Pray
to know.
together. Pray.
Pray
Yeah,
together.
pray together.
Oh, I
He
love
said, always remember to
that.
pray together.
I love
And he
that.
was the sweetest person. Like, I don't know if anybody has ever met Paul Wall, but the most down-to-earth celebrity I've ever met.
Oh my God, I
man.
want to meet him so
He's
bad.
So down-to-earth.
He
It's
gives
like,
you the biggest hug in the world when he sees you.
Yes.
Like, he's just so lovable and loving. He's so cool. Yeah.
now, like when I heard Back Into It and I saw the video, right away it gave me like ladies' night vibes, right? Like right away it did.
Good.
Is there any talks in a tour? Maybe you guys coming together? Because if they are, I want them to say it here first. If there is, like, you guys are talking about touring together?
Yes, we are.
We're talking about it.
What?
We're talking about
Well,
it.
we
Give me
wanna
some details, cabrona.
I mean, we don't have anything set, but we want to hit, like, of course, LA. We want to hit Texas. I was thinking Chicago would be a dope market. I was thinking Arizona would be dope. There's a lot of Latinos out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago.
I would say, yeah. Chicago is
There's a lot of love out there
Yeah.
too.
Sauce a little Billy. I love Chicago.
Now let me ask you: if you could invite any hip hop artist, this is for all three of you, so take your time, alive or passed on, to collab with, who would it be and why?
I would have to say Tupac.
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, for sure, because he's like my favorite. I was just bumping him on the way here.
Girl, Tupac's my favorite.
I want it.
Hey, yeah.
I guess because I have admired him for so many reasons, but I remind myself of him in the way that he made so many different kinds of songs. A lot of artists just stick to one lane, which is great. That works for a lot of people. But for me, I talk about my life. I do turn-up songs. I do trap stuff. I've done songs over a guitar. I talk about political stuff, my family issues, and the streets, and I feel like Tupac covered all of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like he was a really well-rounded writer and storyteller. And I consider myself to be more of a writer and a storyteller and a poet rather than just a rapper. So I feel like we would make something magical.
Oh my God, I would have loved to have seen that.
Right?
Jenny69.
Oh my God. Well, I have two artists. Can I choose
Yes,
two?
absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay, the first one would have to be 50 Cent. I know, right? It's so funny. I was talking on my TikTok live and I was telling them, oh my God, when I was like in elementary, he used to be like my celebrity crush.
No way.
But I'm married. I'm not married. Soy una mujer casada. No empieces.
Okay.
No, but I love 50 Cent. I grew up with his music. He's dope. And also Snoop Dogg.
Oh my God, I love Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
Yes. And I could see Snoop
El
Dogg
tío
hopping on something.
Snoop.
Snoop loves Latinos and Latinos love
He
Snoop.
does.
Yes.
That would have been, that'd be amazing. Let's manifest that right
Yes,
here.
please. Let's manifest.
Yes, Krystall
Snoop
Poppin.
Dogg, 50
So
Cent.
I have two as well, and one is here still, and one has passed away. So the one that is here still would be Lil Wayne because
Yeah, his
you know what I'm
cadence
saying?
is amazing.
Lil Wayne, I think he is the punchline king, metaphor king, and when I write and sit down to do something, my goal is to make sure that it's like I'm writing as many bars as I can, and I feel like I get that from him. So I feel like that would just be a personal, like, legendary song for me. And someone that has passed away, it would be Biggie. Because Biggie reminds me of my father, and my father passed away. You know what I mean? Like, my father showed me Biggie at a really young age and stuff. So I would just feel like that would be, like, an amazing, legendary song for me and my father.
Oh my God, I love that. I love that. Now,
And she loved big boys.
Yeah,
and I love big boys.
Shout out to the big boys.
Yeah.
What's your type? Big boys.
now, as the hip hop community celebrates its 50th anniversary, what do you hope the future holds for women in hip hop? And what's your advice to aspiring artists right now that are looking up to you?
I would say my advice for aspiring artists is just to understand that this is so hard to do. It's nearly impossible, and that's why most people will never succeed at it. But I will say that I've been doing this for about a decade now, and the only people that didn't make it are the people that stopped doing it. And that not everybody that kept going and is still doing it now is balling, or making big moves, but they're now paying their rent with it, even if it's like a humble life. Like, they just make art for a living, and I think that that's great. That's the whole point.
I've always said, if you can make a living, and that's like by paying your bills, if you can make a living by doing something that you love, you're successful in its own right,
So just keep going. You got to keep going. You got to look at this really strategically and scientifically. Is something working? Is it not? Keep doing a lot of what works. You got to also throw what you like in there a little bit,
Right.
But ultimately it's all about networking and marketing and just believing in yourselves. You know, that's why people see a lot of artists and they quote unquote they suck. Oh, they suck, but they're so famous. But it's because they're good at networking and dressing and showing up on time.
It's a whole package deal that people don't know about.
It's
Working
more about
hard.
the work ethic rather than the talent for large levels of success. That's what I've realized. Yeah.
I think that the secret to success is to never give up. Because if you don't give up, you're still on that path to success. I mean, what we are doing is impossible. You know how many people tell me all the time, you're never going to make it in hip hop. You're never going to make it in rap. You're never going to make it. And it just makes me so sad to hear that. Like, and I hear it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But there's something in my heart that just tells me, like, keep going. Whether you do regional, whether you do corridos, whether you do reggaeton, whatever, you can be successful at what you want to as long as you are doing what makes you happy and you're focusing and just don't listen to what people has to say.
Yep.
Krystall?
Definitely. I think like for you to be successful, it's really like, are you loving what you're doing?
Right.
And you're making a living with it and no one is like stopping you from doing that. You know what I mean? Like I definitely feel that when you're successful, it's okay. Like every single day I get to do what I love. Whether I'm out there, you know, in the Caribbean, spending all this kind of money, or if I'm at home and I can pay my mom's rent today. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If I paid my mom's rent with my rap money, you can't tell me I can't do this. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I have done that
There's
before,
nothing better than taking care of your parents, right?
Yeah,
that feeling.
definitely.
Now let me ask. I'm going to go back to Jenny really quick because you said something. You were like, you know, when you get a lot of hate, you got to keep going. Well, I'm going to dig a little deeper into that because we've all gotten hate. Everybody has gotten hate on Instagram. As an artist, because there's somebody right now that wants to get in the studio. There's a young Latina, you know, whether black or brown, that wants to rap, but they might be a little bit more sensitive to that hate on Instagram. How do you shrug it off on those days that you're like, man, it just weighs heavy sometimes? Like, how do you get yourself out of that funk? Because that's a whole process in itself sometimes.
I will say, listening to my music, I think as an artist, it's important to listen to your music, whether it's whack, quote unquote whack, or you didn't do the delivery right, or, you know, you didn't write the lyrics or whatever. If you're vibing to your music, I feel like that's what feeds my soul. Like when I'm at the gym, bitch, I'm bumping Soy La 69. And I'm over here sweating like gota gorda. And it's like, you know what? It is what it is. I love my music and it's putting food on the table. And bitch, I look cute doing it.
Yes. So it's all about confidence. It really is too.
Definitely.
I would say it's really good to talk about it too. Like personally, when I have a lot of bad days on social media because I get a lot of hate on my social media, and I found for myself that it's really good for me to just tell my roommates like, yo, I'm having a bad day on social media today. The internet's being really mean right now. And then they just look at me like, Jordan, fuck those people. And they remind me who I am and what I've had to go through to get to where I am. And then, you know, I feel a little bit better.
And by the way, like, honestly, when your name comes up, everybody in this business, and I'm talking about in the industry, loves you, Rev. They really do. Like everybody, when you come in here, this hasn't been her first time here. I mean, I've been supporting you since day one.
Yeah.
And every time you walk in here, everybody's like, oh, I fucking love that girl.
Oh.
So you inspire so many people with your humbleness. And I just like urge you guys just to keep that going. I know that it is tough sometimes, but that's why it was so important when Smooth called me to have you guys on my show. It was so important because I need people to see this. When we have a platform, we have to utilize it to uplift each other. Yeah. And I think that's what it's really all about. Yeah. Man, I can go on with this show. You know what I'm saying?
Preach, baby, preach.
Yes. But let me hit it on this because this is such a dope question, okay? I'm going to hit you guys with this one.
Wait.
Who is on your Mount Rushmore of female rap?
Ooh.
Who's taking that question?
How many is that? What is that, like 4?
Yeah.
5?
Let's say 4.
4. Okay, I'm going to start with Lil' Kim.
Yes, I love me some Lil' Kim.
I love Lil' Kim. I think Lil' Kim started it. You know what I mean? Like, she was under one of the biggest rappers ever. And I really think that she needs to be given more flowers than she has been given, for sure. Of course, Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill. I think there will never be another Lauryn Hill. She is someone that, like, when my soul needs some food, when I need to feel that, I go to Lauryn Hill, for sure. The next one would be Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott, I feel, gives you. I love to jam. I love to see people make people dance and help people have a good time. And I think that's what Missy did for me, for sure. And then the 4th one, I'm gonna give it to Nicki because I think Nicki is she's proving continuously what a female rapper can do. You know what I mean, in this industry. So
those are 4 good ones too. Jenny69.
Honestly, I feel like I really love Cardi B.
Yes.
Like, I feel like she is my motivation to be like, you know what? She went from a pobrecita to a bad bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like, me too. No, I love her. And also, I love, ¿quién más? Pues la Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like I grew up on them too, so.
yes.
Those two, yes.
Yeah.
Rev.
I would say for sure Missy Elliott. She's amazing. I've always liked her since I was a little girl. I would say Left Eye. I would say Nicki Minaj for sure. And Cardi B would be the last one. Yeah. I feel like all of them are just so iconic and they just changed hip hop in such a beautiful way that I admire. And I admire their strength and their resilience and their quirkiness and their craziness and their willingness to step outside the box and challenge the status quo, you know, and rest in peace Left Eye, but I was obsessed with TLC when I was a little girl.
Oh my goodness.
Obsessed. I had the fan mail poster from the CD on my wall in my room.
I love this. Thank you guys so much. First of all, you guys got to stream it, right? It's important.
Yes.
Stream back into it. Yes.
Back into it.
Tell the cameras, let them know that they got to stream that single.
Stream back into it, baby. You know what I'm
Stream
saying?
that shit.
Yes.
Video
It's
out
everywhere.
now.
Yeah.
Go search for it. 3 Latinas getting it.
If
booked and
y'all
busy.
tag us on Instagram, we are reposting
Yes.
TikToks and everything. So
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, everywhere. Wherever you listen to music, it's on that platform. So add it to your playlist.
So you guys do repost your fans, right?
Absolutely.
all the time.
Mhm.
My fans know that they love me.
Yeah.
The girls be throwing ass, shaking out. I'm like, oh, repost. The gays, they live for me. I be posting all my gays. You get a repost. You get a repost. So tag us.
Absolutely. Really quick before we go, it's KDAY's 40th. You know, we're the first hip hop station in the U.S.
Yes.
So this is the first hip hop station ever
Mm-hmm.
created. And I'm so proud of the fact that I'm here. I manifested being at KDAY. But, you know, we play the Biggies, the Nas, the Ice Cubes, the Snoop Dogs, the NWAs, the Lauryn Hills, the Lil' Kim. How important is this station to hip hop?
Oh, it's iconic. It's everything. It's the first. You know, hip hop would not be where it is today without it. I'm honored to be here. This is a very special moment for everybody in the building. Thank you for having us. Shout out to KDAY and all the staff.
Thank you.
We're really excited.
Yeah.
You guys want to touch on that?
Yeah, I think that KDAY is like being the first. You guys move mountains in order for the genre to move forward, and I think that I recognize that. I definitely think that's legendary for sure. The fact that we are here, like I'm still in shock. Like it's hitting me like right now. The fact that I'm here, I know my dad's proud. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
shout out
it's
to
just-
Daddy.
Shout out
Yes.
to my dad, and it's a big moment for my city. You know, we're a small town, we're growing, but you know, like Lil Paso's in the building, baby. So you know what I'm saying? Like this is really cool. It's a legendary moment.
Jenny69, we know you from Riverside, so we know you know all about KDAY. Speak on it, baby girl.
93.5 KDAY hip hop back in the day, y'all.
Hey.
Better support, run that shit up. They be playing all the oldies, all the newbies. So back into it, stream that shit. Not me doing the drop.
We gonna have you do a drop too
I'm
right
like,
now.
let me find out I'm the next DJ for 93.5 KDAY.